Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, children. How are you? Now we'll solve the questions from chapter 3, Playing with Numbers, exercise 3.3, question number 1 and 2. I will explain you. Divisibility by 11. To check the divisibility of a number by 11, the rule is find the difference between the sum of the digits at odd places from the right and the sum of the digits at the even places from the right of the numbers. If the difference is either 0 or divisible by 11, then the number is divisible by 11. For example, here 3 not 8. So if you are taking the numbers from odd places, that is ones place and then skip 10 and then you have to go for the hundreds place. So which are the numbers here? 3 and 8. These two numbers you are adding. 8 plus 3. So 8 is at ones place, that 1 and 3. Third place is odd number, odd places. 3. If you are adding, we are getting the 11, the sum as 11. And if you are taking the even number, you have the number only 0. So if you subtract these two numbers, means odd places plus even places, 11 minus 0 is equals to 11 you are getting. So 11 is divisible by 11. In the second one, the example second, that is 1331. The numbers at the from the right at the odd places is 1 and 3. 1 plus 3 which is equals to 4. And if you are taking the even places, that is tens place and the thousands place, which is equals to 3 plus 1, which is also equal to 3 plus 1 equals to 4. Now you have to subtract this sum, that is 4 minus 4. The sum of the numbers at the odd places, sum of the numbers at the even places from the right. Right you have taken. So how much we got? 4 and 4. 4 minus 4 is equals to 0. If the result is either 0 or 11, then that number is divisible by 11. Hope it is clear to you, children. Using the question number 1, using divisibility test, determine which of the following numbers are divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 and 9, 10 and 11. Say yes or no. So if you are taking the number 28, that is, it is divisible by, whether it is divisible by 2 or not, we will check it out. So here the last, as the last digit is even number, it is divisible by 2. Now for 3, how you will check? You have to add the numbers. 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. 3 plus 8 is 11. 11 is not divisible by 3. That's why you are writing as no. For the number 128, I am checking now. Now if you are taking with the 4, if you take this number, the last two digits, if it is divisible by 4, then you can say yes, it is divisible. 28. 28 is divisible by 4. Yes. Now then the last this one 125, with 5, what you will say? The last digit has to be 5 or 0. It is not there, so it is not divisible by 5. No. With 6 it is no. With 8 it is yes. With 9 it is no. With 10 it is no, because the last number is not 0. And with 11 it is no. Similarly, you can just check with the 990. That is, first it is divisible by 2 yes, with 3 yes, 4 no, 5 yes, 6 yes, 7 8 no, 9 yes, 10 yes, 11 also yes. No? Similarly, here we have the few numbers. You have to go with the rule and you have to check it whether it is divisible by the given numbers or not. For this one 1586, if you are taking the last number is even number, so it is divisible. Now if you are taking with the number 3, that is 1 plus 5 is 6, 6 plus 8 is how much? 6 plus it is 14, 14 plus 6 is 20. It is not divisible by 3. The same, we have already discussed the rules. You have to go with that rule and check it out. With 4 also it is no, as this 86 is not divisible by 4. By 5 also it is not divisible. By 6 also it is not divisible. By 8 also it is not divisible. 9 also it is not divisible. 10 also it is not divisible because it is not 0. The last digit is not 0, and 11 also it is not divisible. Just you check the rule and you can understand the remaining bits how to get the result. Okay, with when the last digit is, if you are taking the number as 275, because it is last number is not even, so it is not divisible by 2. Add these numbers. If you add, it should be divisible by 3. If it is not, then it is not divisible by 3 also. 75, it is not divisible by the last two digits. 75 is not divisible by 4. And with 5, yes, because the last digit is 5, it is divisible. 6, because it's not a factor of 2 and 3, then it is not divisible. Then if you are taking the number 8, means all these 3 digits should be divisible by what? By 8. Then it is not divisible, so the it is not it's not divisible by 8 due to according to the factor, according to the divisibility rule. It is by 9 also it is not divisible, by 10 also it is not divisible, because the last digit is not 0. If you are taking with the number 275, add these digits, you have to add it up now. So if you add at the ones place, that is ones and tens place, hundreds place, 2 plus 5, you have to add. 2 plus 5 will give you 7. 7 minus 7 is equals to 0. Yes, when it is 0, then it is divisible by 11. So the same way you can check the remaining bits also. Hope it is clear to you. And now if you are taking the number 6686, yes, it is divisible by 2, it is not divisible by 3, it is not divisible by 4, it is not divisible by 5, it is not divisible by 6, it is not divisible by 8, it is not divisible by 9, it is not divisible by 10, it is not divisible by 11 also. Now if you are taking the number 2856, yes, it is divisible by 2, it is divisible by 3, it is divisible by 4, it is not divisible by 5 because the last digit is not 0 and 5, it is divisible by 6, it is divisible by 8, it is not divisible by 9, it is not divisible by 10 because the last digit is not 0, it is not divisible by 11. So you can do practice few questions of the same type. Hope it is clear to you, children. Question number 2. Using divisibility test, determine which of the following numbers are divisible by 4 and by 8. 572. If you are taking number 572, what is the, according to the divisibility rule of 4, the last two digit, if it is divisible by 4, then you can say it is divisible by 4. So 72. 72 is divisible by 4. 72 are the last two digits. Since 72 is divisible by 4, hence 572 is also divisible by 4. But for divisibility by 8, what you have to check? 572 are the last three digits. Since 572 is not divisible by 8, hence 572 is not divisible by 8. Similarly, we will go for the bit number 2, 726352. So for the divisibility by 4, what you have to check? You have to check the number only 52. 52 are the last two digits. Since 52 is divisible by 4, hence the complete number is divisible by 4. Now 352. For checking by 8, for 8 digits, divisibility by 8, what you have to take? You have to take the last 3 digits. 352 are the last 3 digits. Since 352 is divisible by 8, hence the number 726352 is divisible by 8. Now bit number C, 5500, 5500. Since the last two digits 00, hence 500 is divisible by 4. 500 are the last three digits. Since 500 is not divisible by 8, hence 5500 is not divisible by 8. Hope it is clear to you, children. Thank you. We will just meet again in the next lecture.